going to make a pop-up haunted house. So you can see the side and our little tombstones that are gonna pop up. So this could be a fun Halloween card that you can make somebody, or just a decoration that you can hang up. So for your materials, you're gonna need a piece of colored construction paper for your background, a piece of printer paper for the haunted house, something to color with, scissors, a glue, and a pencil for drawing. Pause the video, get your materials, and let's get started. We're going to begin with our white piece of paper, and it is going to be vertical and tall. We're gonna fold that paper in half, corner to corner, and keep it folded. Now on the fold, I'm gonna press my hand down in the middle. I'm gonna pick up my pencil, and on the outside of my pencil, I'm gonna make a mark, or the outside of my finger, make a mark, outside of my finger, make a mark, 4 fingers wide. Then I'm gonna take my hand and change the direction, and 4 fingers tall, make a mark. This rectangle shape is going to be the bottom story, or the first story of my haunted house. I'm gonna take my scissors, and again on that fold, I'm gonna cut up to the 2 vertical lines. I'm gonna take where I cut and fold it up and press, flip the paper over, and press, and then I'm going to open it up and pull this out. And when I pull it out, I want to make this folded crease, so that now my rectangle or my square that I cut out is gone, and it's right here in the middle. This will be the first story of my haunted house. Now up here, I'm going to do the same thing for my second story. So on the fold, I'm going to take 2 fingers this time because the second story is taller. Take my pencil outside, 2 fingers this way, and I'm going to make what looks like a square. Now when I go to cut this, it's just one of the pieces. I'm not cutting both. So just one, again on the fold. So I've cut that little tab, repeating the step from the first story. I'm folding it in one direction, and then I'm gonna open everything up, and then pops out my second story. And I'm gonna change that fold. So you can see right there, I have made the top story and the bottom story. That was the hardest part. I'm so proud of you. Now we get to add all the fun, spooky details. So we can open up our paper, and this is going to be the bottom of my scary house. So I'm going to want to make a door to get in. You can make a single door that's like a rectangle, or you can make 2 doors. And I'm going to make some trim on the outside of my door. I'm going to make it kind of a uneven, spooky shape with a doorknob and a grate to look through it. I'm going to add some windows. And my windows are gonna have spider webs kind of coming through them. And I'm gonna add a frame around my window. I could add some pumpkins on the bottom. And these are all things in my previous videos that we've made. Spider webs and pumpkins. I'm gonna add another window here. And in this window, you could have I'm gonna have a spooky ghost. There's his eyes and his mouth. Ah. And now on my second story of the house, I'm gonna make nothing here because this is gonna be the top part. I'm gonna draw this up here with some windows. I'm gonna add 2 small windows up here. And I'm gonna make like a little patio. Kind of looks like a mouth. And I'm gonna add some zigzags at the top of my house for my house trim. Okay. And you could add a spooky creature right here, like a witch or a scarecrow, whatever you would like. This is gonna be my driveway where you would walk up, and I'm gonna make that a brick pattern. And then I'm gonna make in the front yard some tombs, which is a straight line and a rainbow arch. Straight line and a rainbow arch. And I'm gonna spell R-I-P, rest in peace. This one I'm gonna put a little skull on it, which is like a circle at the top, squared, skull and crossbones. Then you can think about what you would like in the sky. I'm gonna have a moon. I can make maybe a witch flying to the moon. So I'm gonna have her on a broomstick. She's got a triangle hat, a circle head, and a zigzag dress, her broom, and her hand. Her long hair. And she's small. You can tell she's kind of far away, so you don't have to have a lot of detail. You can make some of those bats that we learned about last time. Okay. Now we get to color it. So let's just look really quick before we color it how it's going to look. Popping out that top. So you can see that's the front of my house. I have the witch in the sky. I'm gonna make some more bats. And then down on the ground, I'll have my tombstones. So now we can color. And you can color with markers, crayons, colored pencils. So to color, I decided to get some colored pencils because I have some details here. You can use a combination of markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you want. Okay, so you can see I outlined everything in black marker, and this really helps me to kind of see how it's going to pop up and come together. So let's check it out. Let's get that little top story popping out. Give it a nice crease, folding it in half. Pop him out, pop him out. And there you have it. Now I can color the back, and that will be the top of the house. And I'll show you when I'm done coloring everything how to have the tombstones pop up. Okay, so I have most of my artwork colored except for the sky and the grass. I erased the witch's hands that were in the back, so they're just in the front. And I used the colored pencil because you can see this is a lot of tiny detail. Now I'm gonna take my crayons, they're great for larger areas, and color the grass and the sky. It is nighttime, so I'm gonna use black and tracing over that fold, and all above here is gonna be the sky, and this is gonna be the ground. All right, so now is the fun part. We get to make everything kind of pop out. Notice that when I did the sky, I went side to side with the direction of my coloring, and I went vertical up and down for my grass. Now, to get some of these tombstones to pop out, you're gonna have to use your scissors, and at the bottom right here, I'm gonna poke a hole. And then I'm gonna take my scissors and just follow the arch of the tombstone. You do not have to do this, but it's pretty cool when they pop up. If you need an adult to help, you could ask for help at home. Again, you're gonna take the scissors, put it at the bottom to poke a hole. Be very careful not to rip your paper. And then your scissors are just gonna go and arch around it. And then you bend to fold and pop up. Okay, now we can flip our paper over and we're gonna put our glue stick on the outside, not over anything that is cut here. Not over the tunes. For the coffins. Okay. Okay, now that my paper is glued, I'm gonna fold my paper in half right here. And I'm going to pop up my tombstones, pop up the first story of my house, pop up the second story of my house, and give it all one nice fold. And rub it down. And now I have my very own pop-up haunted house for Halloween. Now this is really fun. Could take a little bit of time. Again, some easier options would be just to make a one-story house or not have your tombstones pop up. Remember, the more details you add, the better it always looks. I wish you all a happy Halloween and I can't wait to see your pop-up haunted houses.